Okay folks, this is a quick video to go over item port as it stands in 2.4G on the PTU. If you're listening to this later on later versions, a lot of it's been changing recently, so some of this may no longer apply. We are here in a Revel in New York hangar, and as you can see, there is nothing here. But there are a lot of item ports in this hangar, so let's find the first one. The easiest one would be over here. Anyone who knows the hangar knows what should be here, so let's slowly walk forward. And what we'll see is a blue dot appear. The first thing to understand is you do not initiate item port from within your mobiGlas. You always initiate it, currently at least, from the port. When you first walk up on them, you'll see them as blue dots. Once they've been selected, you'll see them as green. Once you have a green dot, left click, and you will get a list of all the things that can be applied on that port. Now, all the ports are specific to a certain thing. In this case, this is obviously a buggy port, so let's spawn us a buggy. And there we go. So we come over here, we get all of our hangar flare. So this will be a poster. And one of the first things I want to show you about the current state that you need to understand is here with this item type. I'm going to spawn this ship display case from the Mustang line. And what you'll see is there are no Mustangs in the case. There's also no way to add them. The subports for this item are not currently exposed. This exists for some of the ships. I will show you that here shortly as well. Some ships have it better than others. So let's walk out on the main floor. And as you can see, we have a lot of space. This is the hangar for the Starfarer, which is pertinent because we walk up here to the extra large port. First thing you need to understand is that item ports are size sensitive. This is the extra large port, but it only shows the Starfarer, not any of my large, medium, or small ships. Those have their own ports. It also will generally disable the ports of the smaller ones if you spawn a larger ship that overrides the physical space necessary. So in this case, I believe this is going to be a medium port, and we could spawn us a Redeemer or a Glaive here. If we come down here, we get a list of small ships. So let's spawn us a Super Hornet. And I'll show you a real fun bug with this here in a minute that I discovered while trying to record this video. So you see the various item ports that are exposed. The missiles up in their racks here. And you can click remove if you just want to take them off. The weapons mounted to the side of the turret, and even the turret itself may or may not be exposed. It is for this in this case. Same thing with the gimbals. The gimbals, if we come over here to the wing, we'll see here, we have two item ports really close together: the gimbal itself and the weapon. Not everything, again, as I said, is exposed. One of the things that's most frustrating about item port at the current time is some items are in areas that are hard to get to, and if you click on them, what you'll often see is that the actual list of components will write up into the geometry of the ship, and you can't actually click on whatever this was up here. Another thing, as I said, is not everything is exposed, so you can see 4 ports here. Which of these is the turret? Well, the answer is actually none of them. The ball turret on the Super Hornet is not exposed currently. If you get in a case like this where you can't click on the button, you always can just hit F1 and get out of it. You actually can change the weapons on the ball turret if you can get up there either by climbing up on the wing, say using a Grey Cat or EVA down on it. But as you see, unless I get lucky, I can't actually get to the port easily. So let's go over here to another case, and I want to spawn a Mustang Delta and show you sort of the B state of ships currently. So if we come up to here to the turret, I don't have an option to take the M3s off. I can click on the turret, and it doesn't even show an item port type. I know the Cutlass is the same thing. Now, here's the fun bug that I mentioned earlier. I discovered this while trying to record this video earlier. If you go to where there was a ship spawn and remove the ship, which you can do, and then respawn the ship on the same location. Get out of the way. And no items, just the hull. This is on the issue council. If anyone else sees it and can replicate it. Otherwise, have a good day.